shooting star night. Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright, bright, so bright. And I see colors in a different way. You make what doesn't matter fade to gray.
You know, you hear this talk about living in the present and living in the moment, and you hear people's definitions on what it means and what it is, and it can be kind of confusing sometimes, and you don't truly know what they mean and how you can apply it to your life. But I feel like recently I have noticed something that has changed in how I'm living my daily life, and I wanted to share, and I think it has a lot to do with living in the moment and being in the present and living each day and each, second as it comes. So I've been recently working at this juice and smoothie place. We make acai bowls, and we're super focused on health and superfoods and educating the customer and bringing to them the best organic plant foods that we can, and educating them to make the best choices within our store and outside in their daily lives. And something that I have noticed is how my mentality has changed at work compared to previous works. So I have previously worked at Victoria's Secret for over a year, and I have done some internships, one with an artist, a famous artist here in Miami, and within an industrial design group in a company, since I studied industrial design in college. And what I remember from those jobs, that internship of the job, is I would always be like, oh my god, it's only 2 in the afternoon, I still have 4 hours to go, or oh, I can't wait to leave, or always be thinking about leaving, or I go to work to make money so I can then leave work to live my life, right? Work is kind of oh, let me stop living for a second, go to work, do this stuff to make money, and then go back to living my life now that I have money to spend on stuff. And that's not a good mentality, because we spend so much time at work, and that's not just for work, it can be for school too. You can think oh yeah, let me just stop having fun and seeing my friends and stuff so I can go to class and get that over with, and then go back to living my life and hanging out with people and doing what I want to do. But we spend so much time of our lives at work and at school or any of these other obligations that we have, and we always see them as something bad, something that we have to do because it's just what is right, and I need to do this to make money, or this is just work, it's not my life. I don't know. And I looking back, I feel like I was wasting my life at those jobs because it wasn't something I wanted to do. I didn't want to be there. But now that I work at some place that I really love, I love the message that I'm helping spread through the world. I'm loving the people I work with. I love what I work with and what I do and my interaction with people. I absolutely love my job. And I woke up the other day, I've been working there for a little bit, about a month, and I realized that when I go to work, and I don't know if this is because I'm working at somewhere that I really love now, or because I grew up a bit, and I have a different mentality now, but I don't stop living to go to work and make money because it's just a job. I continue living, so I'm not at work thinking, oh, this is just my job, I'm trying to make money, oh, I can't wait to leave, I still have 4 hours to clock out. It's more like, oh, this is my life. Like, I enjoy being here. I'm gonna make the most out of this. I'm gonna make my interactions with people the most deep and fulfilling that I can, with my coworkers, with my customers. Like, make every second count. Don't just do the job or like go to school and just like learn to pass the class, because you're wasting time. You're just wasting valuable time. Just like, imagine, I remember like being in class and just be like, oh, like I'm just gonna do the minimum amount of work just to get a good grade and pass this class. But no, like, that's seconds of your life that you're spending in this class or this work. It doesn't matter. So like, take the most out of it. Like, like, take advantage and deep dive in these moments and these opportunities and these connections you have with people at these different places. And every second you're living, like, don't waste it. Don't think, oh, I'm just gonna go to work, or I'm just gonna go to class, or I'm just gonna go to the doctor. Even if you're like, oh my god, going to the doctor and waiting in the waiting room, and sometimes I wait for like an hour before the doctor sees me, and like, you feel like I'm wasting time. But like, no, make a connection with someone waiting in the waiting room. Get to know them, share yourself, and the person share themselves with you, and make every moment of your life a moment of your life, not a waste of your time, because you only have now, and when it passes, you can go back. So we gotta take advantage of every second we have before we realize that all this time passed and you didn't live. So yeah.